Welcome back to Keeping Up with the Calligraphers. So we are so happy you're here and excited to get all caught up. If you are new, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. If you aren't new and you can't tell us apart, or if you are and you have no idea who you are, who we are rather, this is Kat of Catline Calligraphy, and I'm here with my fabulous co-host.
Alex of Signs of Our Lives.
And yeah, this is just going to be a catch-up episode, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're kind of doing a little bit of a new segment. We want to call it Catching Up with the Calligraphers because we feel that when we do like topical episodes, we don't want to spend too much time catching up on our own stuff. So this is more of like a relatable, learn from us, do what we say, don't do what we do sort of scenario.
More context behind what you might like see on social media or like more than just like a couple DMs, like get the real scoop.
Yeah. Welcome to season 3. We're so excited that you have continued to follow us. Or if you're new here, definitely like go back to season 1 and 2. We have a lot of really good nuggets in there, and we'll probably also like refer to them as we speak. So yeah. Today we're kind of gonna do a catch up of like some of the things that we haven't shared with you since like literally September. That's the last time we posted an episode, and then
LOL, sorry.
yeah, shit got real. Quarter 4 was insane. And also like LOL at anyone who's like a corporate girly and is like triggered by me saying quarter 4. I'm so sorry. It's just like how we have to structure things sometimes. So we kind of had to both focus on our businesses and not so much on the pod, but we have some things that we'd love to share. So Kat, what are some things that you have been up to forever?
The amount of travel that I did between October and December was honestly insane, which I'm
Yeah.
here for. But also, like, there were so many events that I was like, I would work a Friday, hop on a red eye right after the event, and then like wake up, do my event. Not wake up in a new city, check into my hotel to like drop my stuff, do my event, and then be back at like midnight to then take like a 5 a.m. flight home. Like I'm pretty sure I did that like 6 or 7 times. So just here to like I get a lot of DMs about people being like, that's so cool you get to travel a lot. I'm like, it's like not I'm not traveling in a fun way. Like it
Yeah.
is, but like you don't want to travel the way that I'm traveling.
No, me included. I mean, that
You especially.
me especially, but like me included. If you're looking for like a slow, like, oh, I'm gonna get coffee in this new city that I'm in and like try a cocktail after my event, meet up with some other people.
I'm not your girl. I'm not your
No,
girl.
it ain't it.
I'm
It ain't
not
it.
like, and I've been like getting a lot of people like, oh, like we should meet up. I'm like, I'm literally on the ground for like 8 hours and I'm at my event for like 6 of them. Like, it's not that I don't want to meet up with you. It's that I'm just literally not on the ground long enough.
Yeah. I love seeing your little location, following my little sim. Like, where in the world is Kana? Like, pull up our text message. I'm like, oh, she's in Paris. Oh, she's in Savannah, Georgia. Oh, so where is she now? Home of Heart of Dixie.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Wild, wild times.
Was in the
Yeah,
South a lot.
you really have, which is I don't know why that feels wild to me because I feel like when I think of events, I think of big cities, but I
Yeah.
think you're again proving to us all they're happening everywhere. Weddings are happening everywhere. Brand launches are happening everywhere. They want to reach everybody, not just the big city folk. I mean, I feel like I've honestly seen the same thing among like comedians and like artists like that are performing like going to more small towns like trying to do more intimate things and not always going to the city because I think that's where everyone is so used to people going like I'm seeing Lady Gaga in a few months, actually no, sorry, in like a month, and she's like in Inglewood, which is in LA but like not LA,
It's like,
so I'm
no
like
way.
it's like in LA but like the not where I would like anticipate her being in LA.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I'm so excited to see what you're gonna wear. You cannot let me
yeah,
down on that one.
I need to plan my outfit. Yeah, that needs to be added to my list because it's getting close. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, lots of travel for me. What about you? Is like when you think about like Q4, what like stands out? We can get
Um,
into like all the little things, but I feel like as a whole, like
okay, I mean, what stands out is burnout, and we did kind of do an episode about this, like being workaholics, that we will be sharing. But I did go to Europe. That was incredible. It was also like a really great learning experience for how I need to travel, like moving forward. I
not
visited
like me or
not like you. I think I like went into it like go go go, and I was like, shit, this is actually like increasing my burnout. Like, the whole point of the trip
Yeah,
was, like, go and explore and, like, live a European cute, like, life, and I just was like,
you did.
"I gotta see everything." And then I cried in Paris. So, yeah, no, but it's fine. I say that as, like, a joke, like, "I cried in Paris." But really,
I
like, it's
mean,
fine.
there are worse places to be having a
Worst
mentee be.
Yeah, worst places to cry. No, food was incredible, museums were incredible, 10 out of 10, will be going again. You also went, like, a week or 2 ago. So, yeah, I would say the end of the year kind of just, like, was one of those mirror situations where it was like, "Bitch, you need to figure your life out and how you wanna do the rest of things." So yeah, I don't know how anyone feels about that, like, at the end of the year, I feel like there's this weird motivation to, like, do it all, get it done before it ends. Um, so yeah,
It was a
lived and
crowd.
learned.
Lived and learned
Lived
is the
and
theme.
learned. That is the theme of this
We
episode,
need to
lived and
add
learned.
another L that's like, lived and learned and looking forward to applying the lesson.
Are we? Are we looking back?
We should be. You know,
We
we're
should be. You're right, you're right, you're right. But yeah, so that was really exciting, and we will be sharing a little bit more about that. But that's, I would say, the main thing that I think about for the end of the year things. Yeah.
Did you have in that time frame, did you have a favorite event or one that surprised you? What from Q4 was your fave, your highlight?
Oh, that's a great question. I did do a recap email because I also, for anyone who wants to be on my email list or who is already on, I tried to do, like, a monthly recap email last year, and it only lasted, like, 2 months, and then I was like, "Shit, I have to make this quarterly," and then I stopped in, like, May, and then the rest of the year, I didn't send one fucking update. So, I would say I did give my highlights on those. I would say Patron, the one that we worked, was really cool just because we did, like, I just loved those tags, like, we did these bright green luggage tags, and those were so
And
fun.
they were like butter, like the way they foiled, it was real nice, but I did have sensor issues with that one because they
Oh,
had us in the, like, squishy, wet grass,
yes. Yeah.
and I was standing barefoot in that squishy, wet grass.
Yeah. Yeah. Squishy wet grass and white because they told us, like, white wear, like, I don't know, coastal chic or
Mm.
whatever the
Yeah,
fuck it was.
coastal or resort chic or something, and I was like, "A
Yeah.
bitch doesn't go to a resort, so what is that?"
Don't know what that means. I would have preferred to wear, like, the bright green, honestly, but we didn't realize, so it is what it is, and we wore white, and it was wet the day before and the day of and gross, and yeah. So, I would say not my favorite event, but it was definitely one of my favorite items because I look back and I'm just like, "Oh, they were so beautiful to write on, and I loved them." Yeah.
Fun. Here's the thing, I looked in my calendar to be like, "Oh, which events did I do during Q4?" But I, archive everything in my Dubsado after the event is over, so it is also no longer on my calendar.
Oh my
I was like,
goodness, yes.
"Oh, okay, so the only things I can see are the things that were tied to travel." So I could see my flights or
Mm,
anything I did with you because I have my secondary calendar invite.
the one where I send you calendar invites and you get stressed out because I sent you a calendar invite.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
No, we gotta work
That's the
on that.
one. That's the
Yeah,
one. But
sorry.
that was a fun event.
We met a bunch of
There's
contacts. I forgot to reach out to all of them. I have a list of, like, screenshotted people that I need to, like
same.
I'm usually like, "Hey, like, I'll send you my info, give me your card," and then nope,
Mhm,
I haven't had one of those
same.
admin days. I need more admin days going into the next, like, I don't know. I don't know how to I don't know. I feel like I was so booked that I didn't have, like, capacity to even, like, sit in a
Yeah.
cafe for
And your,
longer than,
like,
like,
admin
1 to
was
2
literally
hours.
just, like, emails and contracts and follow-up and, like, invoice
Exactly.
and follow-up on
Yeah,
invoice, like, they were dedicated to, like, the critical
yeah.
actions.
No, yep. Yeah. I never remember if it's, like, working in your business or on your business or whatever that term is, but the one
Oh,
where, like,
difference
you
either, but
may
I
be
know what
working
you're
on the
about.
yeah, the behind the scenes stuff to grow,
Right.
not necessarily the things that, like, you're currently just
Meaning
doing the
your
project.
systems, the things like that. Yeah, I don't know if that's
Yeah,
all
I need, like and I would say a neurotypical person would be like, "Schedule something on your calendar and, like, just take the day," and I'm like, "That sounds horrible to me, and I have to do it when I'm motivated." Signed, ADHD person. Thank you. There's not a tip.
said that is not BCBA approved, if that makes you feel better.
Oh, wait, what's BCBA approved?
Like me, I'm a behavior analyst. I'm a board certified behavior analyst, and I do not approve of that as a general strategy of just like putting it
Oh,
out
to,
in the
like, put
universe.
something on
It's too
like, put a
vague.
thing. Yeah, it is too vague. I would agree. It's too vague. Plus, I am one of those people that I'm like, "Well, I'm aware that I have free will and I can move this on my calendar. I can delete it off my calendar when I go, I don't fucking feel like doing this."
You're like, you know what? And I am a small business of one, and I
Yeah,
decided that meeting is canceled.
yeah. I thought it was really cute though, people doing their end of the year celebrations. They're like, "Celebrating myself," and it was like a
I,
candle on the little,
but
like,
those ones,
cake.
see, we're not canceling those. Those
No,
we'll
absolutely
keep
not.
those appointments. That's the Grinch. Like, I can't cancel that again. Dinner with
Time with
me, I
myself.
can't cancel that.
Treating myself? Absolutely not. Oh my god, that's great. Okay, what else for you though? You were traveling? You don't know the things you did, which I
No, I
feel like
did. I do have a couple. December was my like busiest month, but it was also my favorite month. I just did like so many. This is, I don't know, maybe this is gonna be icky, but like I feel like I did so many bucket list things in December.
why is that icky? That's exciting.
It was like
You built it
like a
up.
not humble brag. It's just a brag, I feel.
You can it can
But
be a brag.
like the ornament exchange that I did, if
Can you explain
you're
that for people? Because
yeah,
I
so
feel like
it's yeah, I was gonna say, it's like a very wedding industry specific thing. So there's a group of planners, that they started this ornament exchange as kind of an end of the year. All of our events are done. Let's do something with, vendors. That's just like fun, but we treat it like an event we would for the client. So it's like very curated and just like the party that you throw for yourself that you never get a chance to actually do is kind of the vibe of it. But it's like evolved over the last like 7 or 8 years. It's like now the like Met Gala of like wedding industry events where people are looking to this event to like forecast trends for the next year. Like
how did you find out about this event? Is it just because 'cause you're so in the wedding industry that it, like, came up? Because like, I've literally never heard of this.
I follow like two or like the planner, the photographer that um started the whole thing. So it's Lauren Pratis and then Abby Jew is a photographer, and they're like known. Abby's a really big photographer, and then Lauren is known for like these insane like tent build outs for like these really just like unique weddings. And so I've just like followed her for a really long time. So I've like seen it every year. And I was like, every year we were like doing ornaments. I was like, I just want to go do like ornaments. Like I want to do engraved ornaments at this event. Like that was like one thing. Like when I first started doing live events, like when you forced me to do them in like
When you forced me
2019. Yeah. But this is something that's like like literally 2018, 2019 that like I was like, oh, like I want to go to that. That's so cool. And everyone just goes way over the top with their fashion. Like it's just like very cool. And so I got an opportunity to go. I did not engrave ornaments.
I was gonna say, I don't even remember you seeing ornaments. Wasn't it, like, lighter?
No. I pitched something fully different.
You're like, "Actually, I'm gonna go the ornament exchange and not do ornament."
Pitched like probably like 7 different things based on aesthetic and everything else, but it was epic. Like it was everything I thought it was gonna be and more. It was so cool. The fashion was so fun. Everybody was super welcoming. Honestly, I like couldn't have like asked for that to go better. And then they had this like really epic ladies after party. That was like out like it was just really cool. It's just cool to see people that are so like creative and in their element being around everybody. It was just a very cool creative energy. And I was a little nervous because I was like, man, like am I just gonna be this random person? Like, like I wasn't sure if I've never
Mhm.
met any of these people. I've just followed them. So I was like, are they gonna be clumsy? Like I'm the new kid on the block. Like, are they gonna be like weird about it? Like, they weren't. Everyone was like super welcoming. I have a lot of really good connections out of it. I'm working with a lot of people that I met there in 2026, which I'm super excited about. So
More
yeah, that
traveling to the
one,
South.
literally. So that one was really cool. And then the next week we did Engage, which is this huge wedding. It's like the wedding conference, like very luxury focused. I know that's a very overused term, but it is an expensive ticket and they use every
Oh, yeah.
penny in the most extravagant way.
Can attest to this. Can confirm.
Yeah, I mean, that was also, like, a really epic opportunity, and I appreciate you, and shout out to Claudia for coming and helping with that because, yeah, that was also, like, a bucket list thing for me to do, and I'm glad we all got to do that together. And then I
Yeah.
got to go to Paris again.
Well, before you talk about pairs, I also just wanna know, I feel like the other thing about being at these, like, events with planners and stuff and doing any sort of, like, sponsorship or trades or whatever it might be, I think it's so necessary sometimes, which we did do an episode about this, and we'll probably do another one because I feel like it was under listened to.
Yeah, or even just, like yeah, I feel like we've sponsored so much more even since there's so many more lessons. We could probably even do, like, a follow-up.
Yeah, yeah, lessons have been learned. We have learned so many lessons just
Hard
for you, just for
hard
you.
way, so much research. You're welcome.
But yeah, no, I just feel like it's so necessary for staying relevant, keeping your face and name in people's, like, sphere,
Yeah.
whatever. I think that's awesome that you keep doing that, and it reminds me that I need to keep doing that too if I
And
have
but I
capacity.
think it's, like, being selective about it. I've definitely been burned a lot this year on a lot of sponsored events, so I think it's definitely, like, being discerning about it, but also making sure that, like, your systems are set up for those opportunities because they were full on wanting to be treated like clients, as they should, but because they were really unfamiliar with the services and how that would go, and, like, the people for those specific events are in front of a very specific clientele that have a very high level of expectation of how they expect that to go.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah,
I don't know that it would have
pressure.
gone as well, to be honest, if I didn't have a lot of the back end stuff ready and take care of a lot of things for them. Like
Yeah,
I learned a lot even in that and getting their feedback was really good. But yeah, just I think being discerning about the opportunities and then making sure you're making the most out of the opportunities, not just the day of the event, but like
yeah.
leading up.
I feel like there's so much prep work you did for Engage. Like, I don't know about all the other ones because I wasn't there, but, like, because I was there for Engage, getting there early and doing all the prep work and sitting with our little guillotine. Like, I
I
just feel
love my
like there's
mini paper cutter.
just, all the things that you have to factor in is a lot, and then just talking through all of that, and then adjusting when necessary to make it that exciting client experience so that, like, if you are working with any of those planners, they are seeing you in real time being good at your job, because
Like
I
the
would say
whole
that
job,
the whole job. The whole job from back end
not
to
just the
front end,
event.
like, yeah. So, I would say, like, that's so important because 'cause I've heard stories of people, like, just fucking getting up and leaving after an event and not checking in with anyone or shit like that where it's like, "Okay, well, that's not part of a luxury experience, so I really hope that's not the
Yeah.
client you're trying to target." So, I just feel like there's a lot of things that could be like, yes, it's important to do
But
and, like, yeah, set yourself up for it to be successful.
I do wish
No pressure.
they were like spread out. It
Oh,
was literally
yeah.
like back to back to back to back to back to back. And I was like, okay, I'm
Well,
really
remember in, like, the
tired.
beginning of the year, we're like, "We're not doing any more of these," and then
LOL.
yeah,
LMAO. Just insert clown face emoji.
rolling on the RO floor. Is it ROFL?
That's like
ROTFL?
oh, I
Rolling
don't
on
know. I
the
think it
floor
goes the other
laughing. Oh
way.
my god, that's such
Yeah,
a fucking okay, AIM.
a
What?
throwback.
Such what? Ah! Wow. Oh, you know what? The one thing I wanted to say, like going back to the Patron event, was we got a new foiling tool that I fucking love, and it is
Yes.
so much more consistent, and it's portable. All you need is a little power bank. It's from Japan. Did you buy them? You bought them for us, right?
I bought them for us. Yeah, I think they're starting to expand into some of the US retailers. I'm not sure actually. I need to do some research, but it's the white one if you've seen other people use it.
And the
I
white
don't
one,
know
like, what?
the
That's so
white foiling tool. Like I don't know.
it's a white pen.
Yeah, but it is real nice and it's been really convenient to travel. I did buy another one. I here's the okay. I forgot my kit that one time And
Yes.
thank God
Oh, yeah, you have your car kit
when
now.
I was working, shout out Betty, like, I literally called her. I was like, "Hi, I'm like 5 minutes away, but I literally forgot my entire Mary Poppins backpack that has literally everything in it.
Mhm.
I don't know what you want me to do." Thank God she had a second foiler, but now ever since that happened, I decided that I just need a kit that stays in my car and it doesn't come out, which means I also need a travel kit that fits in my
Mhm.
suitcase. That can't be my Mary Poppins bag. So I have a
Mhm.
full my Mary Poppins bag that just stays in my car. It only comes inside when I need to charge things.
Mhm.
And then I have my travel bag that is an exact replica and has exactly everything that's in my other one. So it has 2
Not even 2 different colors, you got, like, 2 of the same black.
I
Wow,
have the exact same, like, king
everything.
tool, the white foiler, the big foiler, 2 engravers, like, a full second set of rub and buff, a full second set of paint, like, it's like a full replica kit
Oh,
that
speaking of rub and buff,
well,
meanwhile, I'm like, "Should I maybe get a second one?" I don't know. Maybe. Knocking wood right now.
but what were you gonna say about rub and buff?
Oh, yeah, I was saying, speaking of Rub and Muff, there was one time I texted we have, like, a group text with a couple other artists on it, and I literally was like, "How the fuck this Rub and Buff is not fucking working." Okay, I'm just gonna give everyone the same tip because I feel like it was really helpful. Usually, I would, like, put the Rub and Buff on there, which, by the way, I still have the
'Cause it
same rub.
wasn't sticking to the engraving, right?
Correct. Yeah, but here's why. So I would put it on, and then I would immediately spray, spray, spray with my rubbing alcohol and then, like,
Oh,
wipe it off.
I didn't know you were spraying it. I thought you were literally just wiping. Okay, that would have answered so many questions for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Anyways,
No, I'm
proceed.
literally an idiot. I forgot, like, I used to know how to do it, and then I literally forgot how to do it since I don't offer it, but I was like it was $1,000 bottle, and I was like, "This looks like it just, like, needed it. It needed it. It needed it." So, for some reason, I had it in my bag, not sure why. Literally, I was like, because I don't bring it because 'cause I'm like, "Nope, don't
So
have
you
it,
don't have,
sorry."
like, a full 3 kits that
No,
all have rub
also,
and
I have
buff?
the same rub and buff from when I started
Was it,
calligraphy
like,
from 2019.
long
I
together
I
and,
have
like,
a
hard as cement?
so I have a little, paper clip that I keep in my little bag, and I just jam in the paper clip to make a little hole, like, big enough for a little bit to squirt out. But it works, okay? It works. It works. So anyways, if anyone also struggles with rub and buff, because I have been struggling because I didn't know, you're supposed to put the rub and buff on a little bit at a time, and then you wipe off, and then a little bit, and you
With
wipe off.
no spray.
No spray, no rubbing alcohol. That's just for,
So
like,
it's, like, after and you can't get, like, things off.
yeah, but I'm an
And you
idiot
just
and I didn't know, okay? So here's me admitting that, okay? Thank you for coming to my
if you struggle with rub and buff, fucking same.
but
We
also that's, like
also don't know what we're doing.
no, also I just, like, hate it because I also don't do a lot of a lot of foiling, a lot of retail events because I hate retail events. We'll
Dude,
just
and
have
it just, like, makes a mess.
makes no
Literally, it's like the glitter of engraving supplies.
oh, yeah,
It fucking
on every
I
leather jacket,
swear I'm so careful with it, and the next thing I look down and it's
like, on
fucking
your elbow.
all over, it's on my elbow, it's on everything I've touched. Now there's just
Mhm.
I'm, like, rubbing it off and the front looks nice, but I somehow got it on my other hand, so
Yeah.
shit, there's a fucking rub and buff fingerprint on the backside, so I'm now,
Mhm.
like, taking 5 times no, don't
No,
sign me up for rub and buff.
yeah, I don't even offer it. Again, it was like $1,000 bottle, and I was like, "Have it. This could use it." And I looked way fucking better with it. It was like a James Bond bottle, and I was like, "Alright, well, you need to do it up."
Fine.
Speaking of this just reminded me that I, like, for sure told the client, I was like, "I'm gonna make a reel." No,
You
I
did make
did
okay.
literally forgot about that. Did I make a reel? No, I went out of office, and good night. Sorry. Okay, speaking of, there are a couple types of events that I decided I'm just, like, no longer doing.
Tell me.
Number 1, weddings.
Unless I, like, cry and beg and plead.
No, no, no. I will here's the thing, I will be a second person. I don't wanna be the one responsible for fucking anything. Unless it's I'd have to if you're taking me to Paris for a wedding, I think, I would fucking do it. I'll do it, I'll do it. I'll just, twist
Oh,
my
all of a
arm,
sudden.
twist my arm. However, any other wedding, I'm so okay. Like, unless it's gonna be, like, the coolest fucking thing ever, like, I don't know. But I think that's what makes us a great team because I can just be like, no, thank you, and then send.
And then you send
Thank
it to
you.
me, and then I'm like, "Hey, are you still available for this date?"
You're like, "Actually, I need 2 artists." Ugh. Yeah, so no weddings, and if I do retail, I'm charging way more.
Dude, I power to y'all that do retail and do retail well. Fear it, I'm not built for retail.
Same.
It brings out the worst in me.
It's the fluorescent lights. It's the fluorescent lights. It's the people who are at the mall or wherever who act like they've literally never been anywhere in their entire life, and you're like, "Hi, is this your first day on earth?" Like, they'll ask you'll literally be painting a bottle, and they'll be like, "Excuse me, I'd like to return this," and you're like, "Do I fucking look like return? Do you see a sign for returns anywhere around me?" Like, what the fuck?
Decent amount of, like, good retail events. It's just not my favorite.
No. I did some VIP ones, which were, like, influencer
That's different.
retail? It was different, yeah. It was like they
You're
changed the
talking about,
store.
like, gift with purchase or, like, complimentary
Correct.
with vibe.
Yes, and that's a no for me. Yeah, so you're welcome, everybody.
Yeah. Don't sign us up for retail.
If you are in San Diego and you like retail events, hit me up. I'll give them to you because I get them in my inbox and I go, "No, thank you." And I go, "I'm not for this. No, thank you." There was even one that was like, I think I quoted like 4K for it. And even after that, I was like, I had a moment. I think I had texted you about this. I was like, there's 2 good events. I wrote a pro con list. And I was like,
Oh, that
actually,
was the same one we did, and I think, right?
we had both gotten the email for,
Yeah,
correct? Yeah. I'm
that
so
was
sorry.
so bad.
Um, I would say something I also learned from last year. Loved tattooing people. It was really fun, and it does not with my schedule, I just, like, literally can't. I had an event in end of July that kind of ruined me. I
I got
did, like,
so much
6
good content of you,
You really
RIP.
did, and I'm so sorry, but I did, like, 16 tattoos in, like, I don't know, 6 hours, like, an
No, that
unheard
was
of
wild. That was
it was
wild.
it was a
The
lot.
context surrounding your
It was a lot. I killed my body. And that energy bled into my next events, and I hated that, like, so much. Like, I was like, "This is was not worth it because now my other events, I'm too tired, I'm too moody, I'm too whatever, and it just fucked me up." So, that's another thing that I just wanted to share, that I'm keeping up with my license, however, be doing anything again, unless it's really fucking cool or they're paying me a fuck ton, I'm probably not gonna do it because it does kill your body, and I just sold all of my tattoo furniture.
You also fired a client in Q4. Like, the way it was such a bad fit all
Such a bad
around,
fit, yeah.
and you were trying to make that, like, round what is the phrase? Like, the round peg fit into the square hole or the square peg into the round hole
Yeah,
or
what
whatever, you know what I
I
mean? Like,
think the square
you know
doesn't
the
fit into the
okay,
circle.
that's the one, sure. You tried, and, like,
Mhm.
you tried to meet more than halfway, and yeah, they were not
Yeah,
it.
they were not it, and I just wanna say it's okay to tell people that you don't think it's a good fit, and, like, in a nice professional way, like, you don't have to do it in,
Yeah,
like, a bitchy way or in, like, a vindictive way, just in, like, a,
a matter
"This
of
isn't
fact.
working for me." Mental health is important. We are business owners, we can choose our own clients, like, that is something like, obviously not always, like, if you're hard up for shit, there's a privilege in, like, having experience and having, like, a good roster of clients, and you can just, like, be choosy, like, it is okay.
Probably even if you don't have a roster though, like, if there is a again, like, if that's the only thing, like, of course, but could the time that you're spending in that mismatched relationship be better used building new ones? I do think there could be potential trade-off there. Again, depending on your situation, but even just thinking from, like, a time investment perspective, like, how much time are you willing to invest in one you already know isn't a good fit versus, like, taking that same time and attention and putting it into a new relationship, and
Yeah. I
yeah.
agree. No, I think about this often because it's, like, so funny, like, last year I had Coachella and you had Stagecoach and, like, just, like, things like that that was so you and then things that were so me, and it's just, like, so like, you do attract, like, a certain vibe based on what you put out there, right? And, like, that energy as well as, like, the visuals you put out and the messaging and the all that, so I do think it makes a big difference.
Yeah, honestly, that was, like, it was not a 2025 thing or, like, a Q4 thing, but, like, the more that I've really gotten clarity on me, my brand, like really like my own voice and my own personality and that and how that can be separate from me and my own. It's been crazy just to see like showing up more authentically, like really attracting like exactly what I'm looking for. Not
Uh-huh.
quickly necessarily, because that rebrand happened like 3 years ago, but like
Yeah, I don't think it happens quickly. I think
no, I'm just clarifying that that's not what we're
yeah.
saying is like, oh, show up
Yeah,
as
it's not
yourself.
a
And then
quick
like all
process.
of a sudden clients are like coming out of the woodwork. I'm more specifying for especially anybody new that like maybe hasn't followed our journey. That's been like 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, holy shit. The even just getting Comic-Con, like, Abbott Elementary, I feel like that was, like, a
So
perfect
good.
fit for me. Like, I was like, "Oh, yeah, I used to be a teacher. I'm literally, like, from the Philly area. I'm obsessed with Quinta Brunson." Like, all of these things were, like, so aligned and, like, it was, like, colorful in a way that was, like, just fucking fun and not
Yeah, like
off-brand or anything. Like, I don't know. That shit was fun.
very off brand for me, but it was fun.
It was fun. But yeah, I just feel like those things come when it's necessary. For the record, for anyone who didn't know this, I didn't get Comic-Con 2 years ago. Like, they went with someone totally different, and
They made a choice.
they made a choice. But yeah, I think that was, like, also important though, because I honestly don't know if it would've gone as well. Like, I don't think I had the experience to lead a whole team. I mean, I did have the experience, like, I have been, like, a team leader in my
But
past
even
life,
just like
but
like the
yeah.
community you had, like that was a lot of people.
Yeah. We were 8 fucking people
It was a lot.
doing the work,
That was
and
also an event that I worked. Flew out on a red.
yeah, literally was you're like, "So, I'm gonna have to leave."
So can you take me to the airport or I mean, we're right here.
Like, so after you're done working, I don't know, what is it, 36 hours in a
Mhm.
four-day period, "Can you take me to the airport? Thank you."
I need to catch my Z's on this red eye.
I think we learned a fucking lot this last year. Also, speaking of, something that I started doing last year, as if I didn't have enough fucking things. Um, in between podcast things, I have been posting on Patreon, as well as offering mentorships. I can only do a certain amount per month. Like, I think I have all of 3 slots available, like, starting in January, just because again, literally,
We're trying to find more life in our life.
we quite literally, we're trying to live life outside of work. So, I do have mentorship sessions available for anyone who's like, "Okay, you've talked about shit on the pod," or like, "I follow you on Patreon and I still have these questions," or like, "There's whatever things," or like, "I'm starting to add services," or like
Or you just need like a specific question about your business because sometimes like hearing the
yeah,
general information or like how it applies to someone else is like, one thing, but being able to talk through how that applies to you and your business and the way you've set stuff up, totally different.
yeah. And I've been working with people who are not necessarily calligraphers, which has also been kind of amazing. Just like different art forms to bring to events, and I love saying that to clients too. Of like, hey, if calligraphy isn't the thing, I also know these other people, and I'm usually so excited to share about that because
Yeah.
it's like there is more than just calligraphy at events, and I think it's important that you're connecting with other artists and that they can refer you, you can refer them. Like I always get like inquiries for embroidery artists in addition to calligraphy at an event
Mhm.
when people are doing multiple activations. So shit like that, you know? Yeah. What about you? I feel like we need to take turns.
Like trying to just like have more balance. I didn't like make a big deal out of it, but I did go full time in my business this year. And this is the first time I'm like saying it out loud because honestly, I just don't want to make a big deal out of it.
Mhm.
Um,
That was a pretty big deal.
yeah, but I'm still doing a fucking piss poor job about taking care of myself. And that's really irritating me that I was bouncing all this stuff before and I somehow am still in the same hole. I'm just doing a really poor job prioritizing myself.
Can I
And
say something about that?
yeah.
I think you're giving yourself a really hard time right now out loud. And I think it takes a lot of practice for someone who's had to transition out of a full-time career as well and into being like a full-time business owner for 4 years. I think it takes like a lot of practice to
I
like
mean, I'm
actually get
undoing like 20 years of like, because even softball wise, like this is now therapy. Sorry, everybody. But like, even like
oh,
growing up, like I like played a really like competitive, like serious softball. And so literally my life was like wake up, like work out, like wake up early as shit, 4:30, work out, go to school. go to practice for like a very long time. And then like every weekend was like 9 games. So that was like all through college. And then I went straight into work. Like I just don't think I know how to have free time. And I still even like post athletics, like struggle. I'm like struggling still to like, intuitively take care of myself and not just like, be told how to take care of myself. Like this is the
Mhm.
workout you're doing today, or this is like the way we're eating right now because it's season or not season, or like sport wise. I'm not talking about like eating seasonally because I'm just trying to fucking eat in general right now. But like I'm still struggling to just like understand like what I need intuitively. And so I can't do that if I like can't feel and like hear my own intuition. So I'm trying to like not slow down because that's a fucking lie, but like create
Give some
more
more space.
yeah,
Yeah.
create more space where I can like actually check in with like what my needs are.
Oh my god, you sent me your sleep thing. I swear to God, we fucking yin and yang because you got like 10 hours of sleep and I got like 3 the other night, and you were like, "Look at me," and I was like, "Fuck you,
Dude,
I've had
10
no
hours?
sleep."
10 hours in one night is more than, like, I was getting in some, like, weeks in December.
Yeah, can attest to that. I kept being like, "Are you sleeping?" "No."
No. I'm
"No."
pulling another accidental all-nighter.
You're like, "I can just take a nap on the flight."
Yeah. Didn't take a nap on the flight,
You didn't,
instead
and then you
answered
were
emails. I need the Wi-Fi to be down. I need to be, like, forced to not. But I am trying to balance still wanting to do all of the things in my business, but also taking care of myself more. Like,
Mhm.
actually, for real, I know I feel like we said this last time, and I feel like we said this in, like, every episode. Like,
We're still practicing, okay?
I'm trying to be better about that. So, I think it's going better. It's been a week, but
It's been a
we'll
week.
see because because don't worry, tomorrow I'm working an event and then flying out on a fucking red eye.
Wackadoo. You silly goose.
So I'm not off to the best start, but I'm not off to the worst start.
Here's my thing, is, like, I feel like I just wanna do little sprints. I'm okay with little sprints, I should say,
Mhm.
because like, I'm starting Sweet Green up next week, and then right at like, during and after I have events, and then the whole next week I have, like, event, and so I know, like, there's gonna be 2 weeks of, like, kinda sprinting, but then I don't have, like, anything.
And that's nice.
Yeah.
Is like, I think we both need to be better about like leaving pockets
Yes.
and not feeling like we need to immediately like fill emptiness because we both do that.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah, I would agree. I don't know if you're gonna be proud of me or not, but I signed up for, like, a class in New York City, like, impulsively. I was just like, "You
Wait,
know,
what do you mean? What kind of
I
class?
signed up for, like, a sign painting class in February."
That's cool.
It is cool, and could I have gone to the one in Orange County? Yes. Yes, I could have. And it would've been cheaper, and I wouldn't need to go to New York City, but I was like, "You know what? Someone else I know, like, travels a lot and, like, spends time with friends and is really good at prioritizing that, and I'm gonna try to, like."
Channel that.
Yes, thank you.
Rub
I
off
was like,
on me.
"Yeah." So, I was just like, "If I schedule this." I think that's kind of the thing, like, that's what I learned,
We have to schedule that in because otherwise an event is going to schedule itself. Is truly what it is.
correct, yes, that's where I was going with that.
Oh,
Exactly.
sorry.
I was like, it was gonna take me 5 minutes to get to that thought. But, like, that's what I said to, like, my, I have uncles that they travel so much and they see friends so much, and, like, even though they, like, have full-time jobs, I'm like, "How are you doing this?" And they're like, "Well, you know, there's a concert in blah, 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 and we wanna see them, and so we just make a trip and we go and to that." And I was like, "That's so smart." Like, you just go
Yeah.
for that thing, and then you're forced to travel, and you're forced to see friends, or you're forced to, like, do these things and say no because you already booked the travel plans, you know? So I was like, how do you just not work all the time? And I think that's, like, a little bit part of it too, that I wanna start, like, okay, just fucking schedule shit.
Scheduling life into my life.
Yes. Although, fucking hate scheduling shit, let's be real. Like, I'm more of a last minute plans girly when it comes to friends, but yeah, like, for concerts or comedians or a lettering class. I was also gonna say, which you, like, mentioned before the pod, that I did take a black letter course, like, speaking of the sign painting
Yes.
thing, like, oh
I'm
my
sad I
god.
missed it.
I know, because I
I
think
was taking life that day.
we were you taking life or were you working? I
No, I
think you
worked. I worked.
I was like, "I'm pretty sure you took an event." And then Claudia from Stranger Studio in Old Town, San Diego, she sent me more black letter stuff as, like, a little cute, like, end of year thank you gift, and I
I
was
love
like, "Oh
her.
my god." So now I have, like, 12 refillable things. I was doing it, like, every morning I would wake up and I would, like, sit and do it. I stopped doing that because, um,
That's who you are as a person.
it is who I am as a person. Also, my cleaning lady, every time she comes, she moves things, and I have tried to talk with her about, like, "I do have ADHD, you need to put it back exactly where it is." She'll put things away, like, she'll put them, like, in drawers and, like, in cabinets, and so
But then
unless
it's out
I'm
of
like
sight, out of mind.
exactly, so I'm
It
like,
might
unless
as well be still in the store.
it might as well, yeah, so yeah, but I have it right here, I have my whole little kit of black letter, and it's going to be on my studio desk very soon. I'm in the midst of clearing out all my tattoo stuff still and, like, inventorying it. But after I do that, game over. I'll be practicing.
It's over for you, huh?
Okay, so that's also what I wanted to share, is that more, like, art stuff, more just, like, fun art stuff. I don't know if you agree, but I think a lot of people are saying it, I think in the age of AI, I think, like, crafting is coming back, I think analog is coming back, I think working with our hands is coming back. I think that's also why we're so fucking popular because every time I go to, like, a event, people are like, "That's, like, a dying art," and, like, people are so fucking pumped to see calligraphy, like, in any form, whether it's foiling, lettering, painting, whatever, engraving, and I just wanna say out loud, I fully think that we are not going away. I think we're just gonna get more popular because we are a dying art and people are, like, trying to use their hands.
People don't know how to write, and that's the best job security for us, to be honest. I
We
always
should not be laughing about that, but that is a bit
I get
accurate.
people all the time, they, like, come up to the table, they're like, "Oh my gosh, like, my handwriting looks terrible." I'm like, "Great, that secures my job. I'm glad your handwriting is terrible."
Yeah, but, like, would you not agree? Like, I feel like people want to
Yes.
feel things with their hands and, like, including myself, even though it's my job, I wanna do things outside of my job that,
Yeah.
like, work other parts of my brain. Hold on, I asked you to, like, literally put a pin in Paris, and then we just kept going and we didn't go back to Paris. Would you
Oh,
like to
okay.
chat about why the fuck you were in Paris?
I was in Paris for a wedding.
Was,
Didn't
like, a New
know.
Year's Eve wedding-ish?
No, it was
Kind of?
December 27th. So it
Okay.
was, like, between Christmas and New Year's. I stayed until New Year's. It was so epic.
Mm.
Like, I it was epic. Like, we decided to stay right there by the Arc. I did not realize how close everything was. All the main, like, New Year's Eve activities happened at the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, so that's where, like, all the main stuff happened, and so we stayed right there, because I was like, "Ooh, I don't wanna just, like, stand in the cold all night, that sounds terrible." So but we were able to, like, see it from our balcony, and it was epic. Like, it was so worth it. It was
I
so
love
good.
it. Like the fireworks show and everything or the wedding?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
The fireworks show. The wedding was also great. But the fireworks show.
No, I mean, I always talk about
Again,
the
like, bucket list, like,
yeah.
it
I
was
always talk
wild.
about the London Eye fireworks show was the best fireworks show I've ever seen in my life.
And it was just like being there and then, like, having this, like, experience, like, with, like, my sister that came with me and, like, one of my friends that came with us. Just, like it was just I'm having, like, a life moment right now. This is so nice.
I'm living life.
Well, I always talk about, "I wanna do, like, a New Year's Eve event." Like, I feel like that would be so fun, and I was like, "I'm not." Like, this is just my own New Year's Eve event. Yes, I was away from my family, but, like, it was still just, like, a bucket list moment.
Yeah, and I'm so proud of you for staying after the
The
wedding
way
and enjoying the city.
Yeah, it was it was nice because 'cause I've been there before, and so I wasn't fighting lions to get places. But back to the hand, like, writing thing, though, even,
Oh, yeah.
like, all of the stationery shops in Paris, I was like, "Ooh, let me go to all the little, like, calligraphy shops." I have such an ick right now about just, like, social media culture kind of, like, ruining cool shit for people because, like, I'm glad, I guess, that everyone is finding all these little things, but literally everywhere, like, I expect there to be a very long line at, like, the Louvre. I expect there to be a very long line at, like, Ralph's Coffee, like, the Ralph Lauren, like, coffee place. All the, like, little, like the Yves Saint Laurent, like, coffee shop where you can, like, do a photo moment because you want, like, the YSL cup or whatever. Like, I fully expect those to be like, have lines. I did not expect to walk up to this tiny little indie bookstore that went viral and now has a 3-hour line outside and you literally can't experience it. Or like I walked up to Melody's Graphiques, which is like a
Mhm.
calligraphy store with all of these like very antique papers and journals and like it's very niche calligraphy
Mhm.
stuff. And it was an hour-long wait outside
Whoa.
each shop because it's like two separate shops. Like, and it was just everywhere we went, which, like, I waited in the line, but it was like everywhere we went, it was, like, shopkeepers, like it was viral, but not in a good way. It wasn't, like, viral where it's, like, I am bringing business and awareness. It was literally, like, everyone was "Our staff do not consent to be filmed," like, and they were having to like, walk around the stores and be like, "Don't film," or, like I was, like, trying to do the little guest book thing with, like, calligraphy where you, like, write it and you can, like,
Mhm.
test all the old nibs and stuff like that, and I did pull out my phone just to, like the same way I would at an event, like, do my own thing, and they were like, "No, record," and it was just like, "Oh my god, this experience is terrible right now," and it's not their fault. So it was like there was that piece of it that I was just very annoyed about, like, internet culture and just how I feel like everyone's trying to find, like, the next big thing, you know?
Mhm.
Which is, like, a crazy thing because yeah, so that was, like, interesting, because then it, like, shaped how I went about the rest of my experience, like, I was like, I don't want" like, before I went, I was like, "Ooh, like, I wanna do this content and that content," and I literally had that experience where I, like, walked up to my favorite store and I was like, "I don't even wanna take my phone out."
Yeah.
So I literally just took content at the event. I think I did a couple photos and a couple other spots, and that was it. Like, I didn't do any other I thought I was gonna do, like, these cute little vlogs and all these things, and I was, like, so turned off by it. I was like, "Ugh, no.
Yeah.
We're not doing any travel vlogs."
Yeah. No, I'm so with you on that, like, 100% because you just have people taking content and they're not actually supporting the business.
Right, and
Or,
it's
like,
like,
they're there.
you're not even here to enjoy this. Like, they're using that virality to, like, make themselves viral, and it's like, ew,
Yeah.
not actually, like you said, to, like, support the business. Yeah. But anyways, the wedding was great. It was very small and intimate. Okay, so do we want to do a throwback? We did that episode on stuff we want to start, and continue. I feel
Yeah.
like New Year is a good time to like reflect on that and do that. Do we want to do one of those? But
Yeah.
like a short version.
The last time we did it was, like, October 2024.
That long ago?
Yeah, I looked it up and I was like, "No, that's a long time." And, like
LOL.
okay, some of the things we talked about, quoting package instead of hourly. Are we gonna
Oh,
continue that?
we've been doing that.
We've been
And we
doing
love
that?
that. And if you're not doing that, you need to get on that.
Also, I've been trying to because I am overbooked, one of the strategies for not being overbooked is increasing your pricing. Champagne problems, but people are still saying yes. So,
Uh-huh.
this is a note to people that if you're getting overbooked, if you're getting overwhelmed, up those prices.
They may still say
They will
yes, but
probably
it's
still say yes. Okay, the next thing, following up with people and asking for reviews. I would like to continue that. Have I done it? Mildly. How about you?
okay. I automatically do that. I set up an automation in my CRM, so it automatically does that, and if they don't fill out my form, they get a reminder 2 weeks
Oh
later.
my god. See, I didn't wanna automate mine because I felt like I wanted to say something specific about their event like a
I
weirdo.
do, so it automatically generates, and then it sends me a little thing that's like, "Bitch, you need to read this and send it," and then I go in and, like, do the little edit and then send it
Yeah.
out.
Look at you being good at shit. Okay. Well,
That's
good for
this is the
you.
only automation I have. I don't know how to do anything else,
Okay. I
just to
did pay
clarify.
someone else last year to automate more shit for me, and that definitely helped to do a
Okay,
full workflow.
okay.
However, the past 3 days, my workflow stopped working, and I have no
Hmm.
idea why, so that's super fun because now people aren't getting my auto emails when they inquire, book, pay, any of it, so I'm like, "Okay, I guess I will manually tell you."
Maybe
Yeah,
because it's, like, moving to the, like, new system, like
3.0. Yeah,
yeah.
maybe. I don't think it's that, I think it's because I canceled my Rebel account because I was doing my tattoo stuff through
Oh,
there, so I think that has something to do with it, and I just need
maybe.
to, like, do a little deep
Little
dive.
deep dive.
Yeah. Okay, the next thing we have is automate processes, which I did.
I automated one.
1.
I
Yeah.
technically did.
Nice. Okay, second
What a
another
perfect
one.
segue, that's so funny.
We did we started doing more calligraphy, actual pointed pen calligraphy. Look at us, look at us, we
Like,
continued it.
we can still be calligraphers, renewed for another year.
Oh, yeah. One thing that I'm gonna share, which if you didn't see it, I did gold foil on paper,
Yeah, it looks great.
and I loved it, like, it was not even my
It
idea,
looks
but my
great on paper, handmade paper. Sometimes I do it if it's just like a weird waxy paper.
so you can foil on paper and it kinda looks better, in my opinion, better than dip
It's
calligraphy.
cleaner.
I think because I like a monoline better than with the
Hot
downstrokes.
take.
Hot take. I love my monoline better. So yeah, so that is the other thing, so good job us. Okay, charging our value. I think
I think
yes. I
we're
mean,
doing
we've
that.
definitely been doing that. We both increase our prices a lot and people are still we're still overbooked,
We're
guys.
get but we're getting a lot of no's. We did have a very big
Yeah.
I don't want this to be like,
Everybody says yes.
yeah, no, that's absolutely not the fucking case. And there were seasons of no, where it was like,
There were.
"Fucking fuck." We was like 15, 16, 17 no's in a row. So, don't think we're just like, so booked and busy, everyone's paying us top dollar. No. There are definitely seasons of sadness.
Oh yeah. Okay, something I wrote to continue is staying in boutique hotels. I found that I love staying in Pally hotels. They're like
What is that?
there's this man who decided to turn, like, old shitty motels into, like, beautiful little boutiquey hotels, and I
Okay.
every time I'm in LA, I'm staying or, like, somewhere, I stay in them. There's not a whole lot of them. Like, there's the Petite Pally in Brentwood. That's one of my favorites, and, like, they'll literally give you Clark Street Bakery croissants in the morning and, like, a
Mm.
fermier yogurt, which now collecting all I have, like, 24 jars right now that I just have, like, cleaned out, and I'm like, "I don't know what I'm gonna use them for, but I'm gonna use them." So that's what I'm gonna definitely continue, that's, like, my favorite. So, I'm not sponsored by them, but I do love them. They're a little bit on the high end, and I feel like you do get, like, a nice, cute, like, European experience.
I feel like it's like a small business supporting small business kind of vibe,
Yeah. Yeah, they're not, like, bought out by, like, a
larger brand.
hotel conglomerate or something. Working with Align Brands, which I think we kind of already touched on, so I'll skip that one. We said we were both gonna stop overbooking. The lie
Joke's on.
detector says that did not happen.
Honestly, that was a lie the fucking second it came out of our mouth.
Okay, something I'm gonna start doing. This is new. Therapy. I did start therapy. We're gonna see how it goes, guys.
Hey,
I've done it before, but, like, I'm doing it again because I need some sort of accountability. And I have, like, this weird thing through my insurance where it's probably gonna cost, like, $0. So sometimes
incredible.
it's called wait, I wanna, like, write what it's called because I feel like that's important for people who might not know about it. It's called RULA, RULA, and you might be able to get your insurance through it, and then your insurance might be able to cover it, so it might be $0, and that's amazing, and you can just find a therapist that works within that little thing. Yeah. So it is maybe accessible. Yay. Whoa. Whoa. Who would have thought? Okay, also, I joined, like, a networking organization, which I think you're part of some.
Have so many. I will be doing more in 2026.
Yeah. Are you doing all of them with trade or are you paying or a mix?
Well, I pay for most of mine.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I did join one called Business for Good, and that's in San Diego, and it's, like, very aligned business people, and I'm really excited to, like, actually hopefully make it to the events this year. Because usually I can't, but they do some, like, virtual things, so I'm excited about that.
Hooray.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for 2026. I am excited to, like, share more shit with everybody in 2026 and, like, actually put out more podcasts, which was technically on our list, and we
We
were all
did it, we just didn't do it to the degree.
yeah, we went more to, like, a monthly situation.
Sorry. We're gonna try to be
Sorry.
better in 2026.
Yeah, we are, but I think we're gonna do more catching up sessions. We have guests scheduled on the roster. We have
Okay.
some hot takes coming. I'm really excited. I love our hot takes. I think everyone loves the hot takes, honestly.
Well, then I wanna
We
be invited to them.
okay, well, now that you're less booked and busy, yeah. We are available for travel. If you're like, "Hey, I'm in New York City and I need a second or a third calligrapher," we will travel to you,
Oh,
and then we can kinda, like, help you learn on the spot as well. So, just FYI, I wanted to, like, put that out there. Also, if you want a mentorship session, again, I have very limited spots, but I do have a Patreon where I put a lot of things of, like, the tools I use and, like, events where you might, like my event setup.
Yeah, and you've done a couple posts too that were like something came up at our event, and then it was like, whoa, like let me make sure everybody knows this lesson that I just learned, kind of thing. I don't remember what they were off the top of my head because honestly, my brain is trash right now. But I feel like
Uh,
you've done like two or three of those where it was like something came up, and then it was like, oh, and then
mhm.
literally I was like still on the way home, and I feel like I already got an email that was like, "Has this ever happened to you?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm literally not even home."
No, I think that's like when again, back to the ADHD brain, if I'm motivated, like I'm like, I must get this out of my brain or it's gone
And it's
forever. So I'm excited to talk to more of you and work with more of you in 2026. And we love you and thank you for keeping up. And you can find us on socials at Signs of Our Lives for me, Alex, and at Keeping Up with the Colleagues for our Instagram page. And Kat, thank you so much for keeping up. Bye.
You bye.